The following presentation is a part of the National Heavy Boxing League's 10th season, celebrating 10 years of the premier level of heavy boxing in the Team Fortress 2 community, and a final send-off as the NHBL closes after its 10th season.
Ladies, gentlemen, and Russian hackers, we welcome you into the NHBL European Tournament. I'm King Baxes here with my good friends Tiger and Ridge. And tonight, after weeks of fighting and virtual bloodshed, we bring to you the final match of this tournament. Tonight, Viking 34, representing those fighting Irishmen, will take on UK's own Retro in a best 6 of 11 contest about the promises to be a close fight and a fitting conclusion to this week-long tournament. Now, before we get into this fight and determine and figure out who the best among them are, we're going to give a little pre-match commentary on both of these fighters, talk about their route to this championship and what we expect to see from them in this fight. So, Tiger, let's talk a little bit about Viking 34 here. Obviously, not a shocking thing to see him come this far. He's been very dominant from every conceivable angle. He came into his first NHBL tournament and won. I believe that was a backyard brawl, and he's looked absolutely dominant here, defeating Joklin 2-0, defeating Shiken 3-1. A champion Shiken is, defeating Spogo, go Spogo 4-0. He has looked absolutely unstoppable here thus far. Do you expect this man to notch up another championship win in only his second ever tournament?
Oh, absolutely. And definitely that win in the My Variety Backyard Bowl against Danger Boy proved the point now, and he's back for his second tournament, winning against Spogo and winning also against Shiken in various rounds, and also just coming out more dominant, and I expect him possibly to take another win in this tournament.
Indeed, indeed. And Ridge, let's talk to you a little bit about the man that will be standing opposite of him in the ring, that being the one and only UK's own Retro. Retro has had quite an impressive streak to the tournament thus far. He has not had a victory that I wouldn't consider to be lackluster. He's defeated El Comandante, a former NHBL finalist who went down to the wire with White Russian Bear in the previous season. He defeated Setuplet, a proven veteran of the NHBL. And then last week, he defeated Magic Marksman, a champion fighter, one of the best we've ever seen, 4-0. So with him walking in with this chip on his shoulder, what do you think he's got to do here tonight to set in stone his first, to make this all worthwhile, to make it his night? What's he got to do to beat the dominant Viking 34?
He's got to pull something out of the bag here, because as we know, Viking is a very respected fighter. He definitely has had a very good record when it comes to these type of tournaments. But Retro, as we've seen, as you said, he has beaten El Comandante, he has beaten Setuplet, he has beaten Marksman, and with that kind of record, how could you not root for him? But this is going to be a very, very legendary match, and one for the ages. It really is.
As these two fighters get to going with their practice rounds, we're going to talk a little bit more, because that's all we know how to do, and that's what we're paid for, except we're not paid. Tiger, let's talk a little bit more about Viking, this match here tonight. The big thing going into this, as was all things, is ping. Now, tonight is a very interesting case. Both men have very low ping, Viking hovering around the 25-24 mark, and Retro hovering around the 12 mark. However, both men are really getting accustomed to this fighting in which they're having to deal with the higher ping. Retro just last week had to take on a 200 ping Magic Marksman, and Magic Marksman teleporting all around the ring. Retro was kind of thrown off at the beginning, but he managed to overcome that. Do you think it's going to throw them off a little bit now, having an actual fight to go up against?
Oh, absolutely. And both fighters have been dealing with, especially in the super semis and divisionals, with very high ping players fighting them, and it's going to definitely throw them off a little, but I think Viking 34 especially is going to pick back up from it, especially dealing with it in the My Variety Backyard Brawl with his own ping problems. So we're definitely going to see how that goes.
Indeed, indeed. Both men here very, very great at what they do. Viking 34 now taking home two practice round wins. Ridge, have you seen anything thus far from these practice rounds that's going to help you determine who wins this here tonight? Oh, is it over?
Oh. Not really, no. I mean, they've both been fairly, confident in the way that they have been more territory dominant over the other, but it's been pretty equal, with Viking more dominant over the other in terms of position. But I can't honestly say as to who's going to win this one.
All right, round 1 of the finals is underway. Viking 34 striking first, striking furiously. He is going all out, and Viking 34, very dominant display in the first round of this Tiger. He wasted no time at all.
Oh, very offensive the entire fight. He's been like that since season 7 started, so definitely gonna see what happens in these next few fights here.
All right, round 2 is underway here. Retro coming in, swinging. He's not going to slow down at all. Retro's laying into punches. It's not going to matter, though. Retro is down. A very quick 2-0 start for Viking. Ridge, what has Retro got to do here?
He's just got to, pedal himself off his back foot here and just get the aggression, because the aggression on Viking's half has really helped him thus far in this match.
All right, round 3 is underway. We'll see what Retro can do here. He's got a little bit of lag there. He's lagging out all over the place there. Viking 34 taking heavy advantage. Retro looks very confused right now. Viking's laying them punches, and down goes Retro. Tiger 3-0 here. Retro looked very confused on that last one. He looked like his ping jumped up a little bit. What do you make of that?
Yeah, his ping definitely is having an effect now. But he's got to be able to bounce back. These rounds are getting cleared soon, so Retro's got to get his stuff together. So, there you go.
Retro has thrown in a dispute, however. The dispute here is that Retro has his game was freezing midway through the fight.
After discussing with the higher-ups about the current situation, we have come to the conclusion that they were very jumpy based on what we have saw. So the dispute is successful.
Round 3 is underway now, and we're going to see if Retro can turn around here. Viking 34 looks like he's already landed a punch, though, and he's not letting up at all. Viking 34 now leaving off just a little bit here. Retro is down. Retro's going to strike down. Retro is not going to get the final punch, though. Viking 34 now officially up 3-0. Tiger, he has got, as pointed out in our Twitch stream, he has got a 7 kill streak. He hasn't died in the practice rounds. He hasn't died here. What is going on with Viking 34?
Viking 34 has shown offensive strength the entire fight, and these rounds keep going faster and faster, and Viking 34 is just proving himself overall, closing those routes between Retro, and Retro's got to figure out a way to come back on this one.
Round 4 is underway now. Both men meeting in the center ring, throwing punches. Viking 34 not leaving off at all. I can barely get a word in. He is now up 4-0, just like that. Ridge, it is... Do you think Retro? Do you think he should be staying away from Viking 34, trying to draw him in a bit more here?
Well, whatever he's doing, it ain't working for him. That's what I know. He needs to get in there and counter this aggression. If not, he's gonna fail. But we'll see what happens. It is 4-0 up.
Round 5 is now underway. Retro playing it safe this time. He is now once again backed up. They're matched even here. Viking 34 misses, and there we go. Retro finally gets revenge on Viking 34. All right, Retro has turned around a bit. He's now got a victory in the match book. Tiger, what's he got to do to continue?
He's got to keep countering just like he did in that last round, and he's just got to continue putting that aggression back at Viking 34, and that's how he can turn around these rounds here.
All right, here we go. Round 6 underway. Viking 34 a little eager on that punch there. By a little eager this whole fight, and now they're laying punches into each other. They're tied up. Retro's got the advantage here, I believe. I don't think Viking 34 landed a punch. No, he didn't. Now Retro's on the comeback here. Ridge, Viking 34 is giving a lot of breathing room to Retro. How does he neutralize this comeback?
Well, from what I have seen on in these previous rounds, what worked for Viking was that he had the aggression and Retro couldn't counter it. But now that Retro knows, I feel like it's going to be a lot closer now. I definitely do feel it's going to be a lot closer.
All right, round 7 underway here. Viking 34, Retro hiding in his corner, drawing Viking 34 in. They are tied up. Viking 34 misses a shot there, and down goes Viking 34. Tiger, it's 4-3 now. Impressive comeback from Retro, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, and yummy indeed. Retro is definitely finding that counter now, and he's coming back in these rounds. So it's going to be interesting in this fight now. Oof.
All right, round 8 is now underway. Retro once again drawing Viking 34, and he's charging full steam ahead. He's not going to let these rounds sit. Retro misses there, and now Viking 34 misses. Both men tied, and Retro ties it up.
What is this?
Oh my goodness. 4-0 start. Now it's an 0-4 for Retro.
My word, I'm getting...
What? Oh boy, I'm not even going to bother with the analysis right here. We're going to just hop back into it.
This is too good, this is, man.
I'm shaking. All right, round 9 underway. Nerves are kicking in. Bettors are nervous. All boxers are nervous. And Retro, Viking 34 trading blows there. Viking 34 seems to be up a punch. Viking 34 misses, though. Retro's up now. And Retro is now up 5-4. What a complete reversal, Tiger. It's match point for Retro now. What does Viking got to do?
Oh, man, he's now got to counter Retro. Definitely not what I expected from Retro. Retro is showing dominance now, so this fight is going to get saucy.
Round 10 is underway. It is match point for Retro. Viking 34, he doesn't care at all. He's marching right in. He's not going to let this worry him. He's starting him in the corner, and it's not going to matter for Queen and Country.
Wow.
Retro is the National Heavy Boxing League European champion, the first ever Natascha Heavyweight Champion. Unbelievable. Viking 34 started off 4-0. Retro with the absolutely one of the most shocking comebacks you will ever see in the NHBL. Tiger, absolutely. I think it was you who called it, or Ridge. One of you called it an absolute classic here tonight. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah, I absolutely agree. You know, it looked dominant. It looked like it was Vikings' favor. Then all of a sudden, Retro turns it around and wins this fight overall. Oh, my goodness. Just lost for words right now.
Indeed.
What happened? Am I dreaming? Hold on. No. I'm not dreaming. That was ridiculously good match.
You have the Patriots' luck there.
Yeah, don't bring the Patriots into this. We don't talk about the Patriots. Goodness gracious. Viking 34, Ridge, very dominant start thus far, but he didn't look like he adjusted to the play style of Retro, and it looked like it really cost him there in the end. Yeah, one of the main abilities that you kind of have to have as a boxer, not to diss him or anything, but one of the main abilities you kind of have is, can I adapt to quickly enough to the change? And as is evident here, he might need to work on that for future tournaments, but both of these two did put on a good show here. Both of them did put on a good show. Very good match indeed. Well done to both men.
Alrighty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Clayface here, the executive of operations of the National Heavy Boxing League. What a match we just saw there. I don't know what just went down, but that was like a Falcons and Patriots game. That was something else. Well, that was insane, but let me just say, though, this was a incredible tournament, and to finish off like that was couldn't have gone better. That was an absolute tremendous performance by Retro and, of course, Viking 34 as well. And this has been a fantastic tournament all the way through. But now I'm going to present the official prize ceremony here. We, as you all know from the previous announcement that the gentleman Fedora posted on the National Heavy Boxing League, the Magic Marksman came fourth with a record of 5-5. He lost to Viking 30. Sorry, he lost to Retro in the super semis. He had a record of 5-5. In third place was Spogo. Here he had a record of 5-4, with only losing rounds to Retro in the super semis. He lost 4-0 to Retro. In second place, I'm here with Viking 34 in second place. Viking 34, you defeated in the wild cards. You defeated Jokelin 2-0 in the wild cards. You defeated Chicken 3-1 in the divisionals. You destroyed Spogo 4-0 in the super semis, and then losing to Retro 6-4 in the Natascha Heavyweight Championship. And that is your first overall loss in the NHBL as well. Let me ask you now, Viking, what did you think about the matches as well? I got to ask you a few words about the whole experience. What did you think about tonight and the build-up to this match?
Well, I enjoy them very much, but clearly my Blitzkrieg strategy did not work in longer matches. 4 or 5 is probably my limit, and then I start to falter. This guy counted me too well at that point.
Well, it was an outstanding performance, though, nonetheless. To get 4-0 up on a talented boxer like Retro, I'm sure you've made your country proud, and I'm sure you made your friends proud with the second place tonight. And we will see you in the NHBL finals in June. Alrighty, I'm joined here with the first ever and new reigning Natascha Heavyweight Champion of the world and the new #1 seeded heavy boxer in Europe, Retro. He's taken the first place prize of the custom Natascha Heavyweight Championship belt that's renamed and redescribed, and also he wins a unusual Officers Ushanka Stormy Storm. Well done, Retro. What a journey you have been on, and in fact, this is a fact. He defeated 3 of the top 5 seeds going into this tournament. He beat El Comandante. It was a massive upset, 2-1 in the kickoffs. He defeated Setuplet 3-0 in the first day of divisionals, and he also defeated the Magic Marksman 4-0 in the Super Semis before delivering an absolute comeback stellar match against Viking 34, defeating him 6-4, defeating the second-ranked boxer in Europe in the final, the #1 in the kickoffs, and the #3 in the divisionals. Retro, you are the #1 seed in Europe, and you are heading to the NHBL finals as well in June. Well done. How does it feel?
I cannot begin to describe how happy I am right now. I had, as soon as he got the 4-0 lead, I had no idea I would even get past 3, to be honest. I thought I would get to at least 2, and that was about it. But actually winning it on a 6 streak, I can't describe it. Great feeling.
Has it feel to be now the official #1 seed in Europe? And would you ever go toe-to-toe against Viking against Viking 34 in the future in a potential rematch on an upcoming date, maybe a new international series event? Would you ever give him the rematch?
Yes, of course I would. I wouldn't have any reason not to.
Now, Viking is the 34. How does it feel to defeat arguably the 3 top seeded heavy boxers in this European tournament?
Which 3 are you talking about, by the way, just to specify?
I'm talking about El Comandante, Viking 34, and Setuplet. Those are the top 3 seeded heavy boxers going into this tournament.
How do I feel about them?
No. I asked Retro, how does he feel about beating the top 3 guys?
Oh, I thought you were Viking.
Yeah, I thought you said mine.
No, sorry about that.
I had no idea I'd win against them, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it, really. I had no idea I'd win against them, and that's all I can really say. It's an honor to be here at this point. Being number 1, I can't describe it.
Alrighty, thank you so much, gentlemen. And let me just say, before we go off the live stream, I know he announced that he was leaving the NHBL yesterday, but I can't help it to say we've got Fluffy Cheap here, and he just witnessed a fantastic match on his last day. Fluffy, do you have anything to say? Let's get Fluffy in here.
Punch harder, damn it, that was beautiful.
Do it! Make me proud, boys!